So we really got people out here hyping up Dragon Ball The Breakers. Yes, those channels out there, Steedoge, Cabby, and Burkle, I'm not even going to beat around the bush. You got people out there hyping up Dragon Ball The Breakers like this is what the community really wants. Now let's talk about Dragon Ball The Breakers, because a lot of people are trying to put this fake positive spin on it as if Dragon Ball The Breakers is the game that the community has been clamoring for ever since it was announced. This is that game that is sating our desires for Xenoverse 3. And trust me, I'll expand upon that later on in the video, but I'm getting tired of these guys giving a false representation of the majority, because I'll be honest here, I'm the people's champ, so I'm in a position where I have to speak as a voice of the voiceless, as the voice of the people. So I will say that unanimously we all say we don't care about Dragon Ball The Breakers. I repeat, we do not care about a non-fighting Dragon Ball game. Let me say it a little bit louder. We don't care about Dragon Ball The Breakers. And the reason I'm upset about these YouTubers out here doing this, right, is that the developers to a small degree might give some credence or credibility to what they're saying. Like, oh, this influencer on YouTube is telling us that our audience wants Dragon Ball The Breakers. You see the problem? We don't want Dragon Ball The Breakers. The only reason that these guys even care about Dragon Ball The Breakers is that it's a new Dragon Ball game and it will potentially save their little dying Dragon Ball channels that haven't been getting relevant views since God knows when. I'm looking at this and I'm like, how are these the same guys that every DLC that Xenoverse 2 gets? Oh, they're delaying the game. Oh, this is taken away from Xenoverse 3. Oh. And then we get Dragon Ball The Breakers, which is a bigger waste of time, a bigger waste of money, whereas the DLC for Xenoverse 2 is just removing all the new characters that they'll be able to pitch to us in Xenoverse 3. They'll actually have to come with some improvements and substance when they make Xenoverse 3, but they're sitting up here putting over Dragon Ball The Breakers after making that other argument for year after year after year. We don't want Dragon Ball The Breakers. Now, here's the thing. If Dragon Ball The Breakers was a harmless new addition to Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 DLC, like, you know how they did the Battle Coliseum that nobody plays, that nobody does content for, that nobody cares about, you know that one? It'll just sit there. If they want to do Dragon Ball The Breakers as a bonus Coliseum in Xenoverse 2, fine. Nobody would care. No one would touch it. It would just be wasted development time on with a team that could have been put to better use on either further developing Xenoverse 3 and taking more time. I love the fact that they're taking time on Xenoverse 3. Or it could have been a bigger development team for better content on Xenoverse 2. It could have been more characters, more costumes, more content for us in the Xenoverse 2 community. So I have to say it, these content creators, these influencers that you see, I get it. They're trying to put the spin on it that, oh, you guys say so that you want something new and then you turn around and you trash it. It's because, here's an example. If you heard that there was going to be a new Tekken game or a new Mortal Kombat game, and they came out with it, and it wasn't a fighting game, but it was a puzzle game. Let's say it's a puzzle game of Mortal Kombat, or it's I don't know, a puzzle game of Tekken. Would you be satisfied, or would you be freaking upset because fighting and combat is what those franchises are about? It's the same thing with Dragon Ball. When you open up and read the manga, you want to see fighting. Like, yeah, every now and again, slice of life or comedy scenes are okay, but you want to see action. You want to see fighting. Like, that's why we were hyped about Dragon Ball Super Broly, because we knew it was going to be a big fight. It's the same reason why nobody really cares about Dragon Ball Superhero, because we know it's going to be mostly slice of life about Pan, Piccolo, and Gohan, and then maybe towards the last maybe 20 minutes of the movie, it will be a big fight. Like that's the problem with this community. That's the problem with the big creators like Burkle, Cabby, and Steedoge hyping a trash game. And yes, I'm saying it's a trash game because it is betraying the niche of Dragon Ball. It's a fighting game series, not a whatever the hell, Dead by Daylight, whatever the hell this is supposed to be. No, this ain't it. This is not it. And I will speak for the community in saying we don't want this garbage. Try again. You need to wake up and try again. And then they try to do this whole little thing about, well, they're clearly, because they know a lot of people are going to be upset that they're going to try to charge $60 for this. Well, they're not going to charge $60 for the base game. Do you not know that they've already told you there's going to be DLC? They're going to see how many people are going to get roped in by your BS and actually buy the game, and then try to put on with a DLC. Like, here's your Goku Black DLC. Here's your Broly DLC. Here's your this DLC. There's going to be like $20 a whop, so they'll get their 60 and then some. But at least Xenoverse is worth it because it's a fighting game. There's new characters we want, and it's in the medium that we want. Guys, I don't know how after this you continue giving these big channels that fell off the mountain at some point in time, just everybody didn't care, but don't give them any more credibility. If they are actually putting over Dragon Ball The Breakers, they are hurting your community. They are telling people what they want for their channels. Now, I can talk about Dragon Ball The Breakers, and I do, but I will do right by the community and say that we don't want this trash. I'm not about to tell these people we want this when this is not what we want. So back your people's champ. I'll be fighting for you. I'll be the voice of the voiceless. I'll be the voice of the community that needs to speak out against this trash. Dragon Ball The Breakers, we don't want you. You get the hell on. Come back when you're a fighting game.